Matt, you had a great win on the weekend against Aspley. What were your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I think it was probably our best game for the year in terms of total team performance. We had a lot of really good contributors and we were able to execute our game style, and 38 shots at goal for the day. We probably would have liked to have converted a little bit better, but we felt like it was our best performance for the year.
Yeah, talked about it's probably your best performance of the year. Going into detail, what was so impressive about it?
What I liked the most about our game was our ratio of uncontested ball to contested ball. So I think we had 150 contested possessions and 250 uncontested possessions. So we were able to get the ball on the outside and play really fast and skillful footy. So it always starts at the contest, and we were brave and contested in a lot of contests, but we got the ball to the outside and used our speed and our skill to put the opposition under real pressure. And it wasn't just the midfield or the forwards, it was right across the board. I thought we had a really good spread of contributors.
Yeah, you've made it known that when you've come in as coach, you really wanted to see the girls play a really fast brand of football. Was that probably a great reward for what you've been working on as a group?
I think everybody was able to see the fruits of the labour and the hard work. We want to be a high-scoring, fast ball-moving team, and we were able to test Aspley in that on the weekend. So, it's a nice big ground here, and we definitely utilised it, and we used our individual strengths as much as we possibly could. So, it was a complete performance. We were really proud of it.
And nice to see so close to a finals campaign.
Yeah. So, we've got 3 more games before finals. So, we're hoping to have 5 more games for the year. So we're just refining everything. We're not trying to get fitter or stronger or anything like that. We're just trying to refine our game plan and make sure that when it comes to the crunch, we can execute as we have done so far every weekend.
You've talked about how it was a great team performance, but the academy girls who came in really impressed. But who else impressed you? Yeah,
I think the academy girls really help us with the skill and the speed. They're really talented young players, so they added a lot to us. I think they all went at above 80% skill efficiency, so they added a lot to us. Kiara Zarafa had a really strong game in the midfield. I was really pleased with our forward line. We worked on some stuff structurally that we didn't get right the week before, but we were able to be a lot more selfless, and our forward structure was really efficient and led to 38 scores. And I can't forget our backs either. They had great shape behind the ball and repelled pretty much all of Aspley's thrusts forward. So, as I said, it was a really strong performance.
This week we've got Cooperoo for the second week of Pride round. What's the thoughts going into this week's game?
Yeah, I think they've improved from earlier in the season when we played them. I think they were quite competitive. So now we're travelling up there to play on their home ground. We'll have probably 5-6 changes to the team this week with our Queensland players going out, and plus we've got our ruck Tay Gregory's in the concussion protocol. So there'll be 6 opportunities for girls who've been doing an awesome job in our reserves to come in and try and grab a hold of a spot before the finals.
Yeah, let's quickly touch on the reserves. How have you seen their season so far?
Yeah, they've been outstanding. They are setting the scene for our club. When they play before us, they've been playing a great brand of footy. We've got a lot of individuals who are playing really strong footy, and as I've said to the girls and I've said to our list manager, I feel like we've got 45 players who should be playing QAFL seniors every week, but we don't have enough spots. We've only got 21 spots, so it's a great testament for the strength of our list. And they lost the game against Bond in round 3, but other than that, they've been dominant. I think their percentage is 2,000 or something. So they're scoring really highly, they're defending really well, and we've got a lot of pressure on at this club for spots, which is healthy, but it's also hard to manage as a coach and a footy department, where you've got to make sure that our players understand where they're at and why they're in those positions, and we've got to make sure that everyone stays happy and invested in what we're doing. We're trying to win 2 flags at this club this year.